Hey, Azra. Hey there. How you been? How you been? Where you been? Where have you been? When? You heard a Michael Jackson song? When? Today? Not during my live, did you? You been listening to Michael today? You been listening to Michael Jackson today? Which song did you hear? Right now? Which one was it? Which one are you listening to? Which song are you listening to, Azra? You're listening to a concert? So you're listening to many songs. You're listening to a lot of them, right? Which song did you say is your favorite? Which MJ song did you tell me was your favorite? What song, if you like Michael Jackson, what's your favorite Michael Jackson song? If you guys catch this replay, that's what Azra and I are talking about. Man in the Mirror. That is a good one. It is a top one. I think most people, like that song, Azra. And I think many people, I think a whole lot of people would pick that one as their favorite. And I really believe a whole lot would pick that as their top three. One of their top three Michael Jackson songs. I do. Because that song could touch anybody. Man in the Mirror could touch anybody. I won't say that it touched everybody. Uphill twirl. Uphill twirl. You gotta work your body, Make sure you don't hurt your body. Trick your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. That same old, you gotta switch it up. Hint, hint, listeners. That bird is happy. I think. I believe. He's going non-stop. Non-stop. I think that was like about 15 seconds, non-stop. There he goes again, the same one. Boom. I hear a beat, I hear a beat, I hear a beat. We're going to talk over that beat today, okay? We're going to talk over that beat today. Y'all know we have to talk over. We walk and talk over here. That's what we do, we walk and talk. Now, you should get a little winded, but you shouldn't be overexerted, okay? You shouldn't overexert yourself. You should be able to listen back to your lives or your videos and know if you sound like it's a bit too much, right? Some people don't know how to do that, or some people just don't want to do that. But always do that. Listen to see how you sound. Pay attention to how you sound. I do. Some days you sound better than others. Some days you sound more winded. Maybe you're congested. Maybe your allergies are just kicking your butt. And maybe you're just doing too much. Maybe you're just doing too much. So when that happens, you have to slow down, pump the brakes, and if necessary, stop. You definitely want to slow down and just focus on the most important component, the most important part of these walk and talks, and that's the walking. As we can see, everybody thinks walking and talking is cute because it rhymes. But the main component is the walking. The most important component is the walking. So if you feel uncomfortable, slow down and or stop. And as always, don't do anything you hear me say or see me do over here. If you do so, you do so at your own risk. Make sure you do your research, all right? Listen to how your body feels. Listen to how your body feels. And always, always contact your primary healthcare provider, your doctor, your MD, your CRNP, your certified registered nurse practitioner, your physician's assistant, occupational therapist, physical therapist, if you've had injuries in the past, your nutritionist, your dietitian, your specialty doctor, your psychologist, your psychiatrist. Because exercise helps not just our physical, but our mental health as well. It has the potential to help overall. Physical, mental, emotional, spiritual, all of it. Okay, we had to mute. We had some old school Jay-Z playing. Some good old school Jay-Z. So we had to mute. We had to mute it up. We had to mute and toot it up. Mute and toot it up. So we're back. But if that Jay-Z pops back loud again, we gotta mute it and toot it again. Yeah, moot it and toot it. We gotta moot it and toot it again. And I'm not gonna mind either because it's that good Jay-Z. Now that wasn't so good right there. I don't know what that was. But we marched in place. When the traffic hits, we don't stop. We stop, yet we keep going. We stop, yet we keep going. We keep moving, keep pushing, keep striving. In some cases, we keep pulling, keep pulling. We got action. Pull those knees up. Help those hip flexors and those knees and those ankles. Pull those legs up. Pull those knees up. Work that body. Work that body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body. Work your body. Don't overexert your body. And move, move, move. Keep moving. Consistently and persistently. Keep moving. Be consistent and be persistent. One foot in front of the other. One step at a time. Heel toe, heel toe, heel toe. Make sure that you have stretched before. If necessary, stretch during. And of course, stretch after. What do we talk about over here? The word radar. Think of stretching as the word radar. Stretch before, after, and if necessary, during. R is for stretching. A is your warm up. D is your workout. A is your cool down. And that last R is what? Stretching. And if at any time during your whole workout you need to stop and stretch again, do so. Do so. Hey, Betty. Betty says, hello, retirement days, comfort foods and more. Just end the live. And just move, keep moving. You can move like this. Okay? You can move like this. We can jog. We can slow it down and put a little pep in your step. A little kick to your skip. Okay? Or we can run. But y'all know I never run on here. Because I got too much stuff, okay? I got too much stuff to be running. If we run, the phone might just sail across the street, okay? And I have some other items on me that don't need to be falling, okay? I have other items on me that don't need to be falling and hitting the ground. I have to be careful when I walk. That's why I don't walk as fast on certain days that we walk. Okay? You got to be careful. You got to be careful. But as long as you're moving at a pace that is good for your fitness level, you're doing good. You're doing good. Move with a purpose. Move with purpose. Move with a purpose. Okay? Listen. Move with purpose. Move with a purpose. Whether it's to lose weight, right? To improve your overall fitness level, right? Release some mental stress, right? To get your emotional, physical, mental, and spiritual well-being in order. That's what we're moving for. And sometimes some people are moving for other things. Relieving stress, getting all those other things I mentioned in order. Moving to improve your blood pressure numbers. Moving to improve your cholesterol numbers. Moving to improve your glucose level. All right? There are so many purposes / goals, right? So move with a purpose, or two, or three, or four. Just move. One step at a time, one foot in front of the other. Look at the legs, move. Watch the legs and feet move, and hopefully you will be encouraged to move. Not motivated. Not motivated. That's a strong word. And though encouraged is synonymous, to me they're slightly different. I tell you guys all the time, motivate yourself. I'm hearing that now over and over. But anyway, motivate yourself. Look to God for motivation. Look for those who love you, who truly know you, your ups and downs, your ins and outs, your good, your bad, your pretty, your ugly, your indifferent. Those who you can pick up and call at 1, 2, 3 in the morning. Those family and friends. Not those that you don't really know and who don't know you. And those who you'll probably never meet and probably don't want to ever meet. Wouldn't want to meet. Okay? Look for motivation from those who are closest to you, who know you. And sometimes some people don't know themselves, right? And sometimes at any given point we may not know ourselves. We may come out of a box due to whatever, for whatever reason. And we have to get reacquainted with ourselves. So don't look for motivation from people you don't know. Now, can you receive motivation from people you don't know? Yes, you can. But usually those are the people who you don't really interact with. Because let me tell you something, the ones you interact with, they'll take so much of your motivation until they'll damn drain you. They'll take so much of your motivation until they become a carbon copy of you and drain you. Carbon copy of you, what you say, what you do, they will drain you. Therefore, seek motivation from God, motivate yourself, and seek motivation from those who truly know you. Now, what I like to do is encourage. See, motivation, I feel like you gotta take that first step with motivation. So I don't want to do that. I do that for young people and kids. That's it, that's all. Young people, kids, and loved ones. But encourage, I can encourage anybody. If you're on a path, no matter whether you're slowly moving forward, whether you're moderately moving forward, someone's moving, y'all, or whether you're fastly moving forward, I want to encourage you to continue to do what you've already motivated yourself or found motivation from someone else to do. I want to encourage you to continue that. And that's it, and that's all. A lot of places have been getting rain for like the past couple of weeks, y'all. Look, enjoy that rain, especially if you are an allergy sufferer. Enjoy that rain. Now, that being said, enjoy it while it lasts, because right after the rain ends, rain also can make allergies worse, because rain breaks those bigger particles up into smaller particles. So it's soothing at first, and then once the rain stops, of course the allergens kick back up. They kick back up, and the rain itself can disperse the particles. So you get that temporary relief. But relief it is, okay? No matter how temporary it is, when it comes to these allergies, relief is relief, all right? Relief is relief. Make sure that you drink plenty of water if you're generally healthy. We must be responsible and let you know that if you have any type of fluid restrictions, then you stick with what your doctor has told you. Don't listen to someone on an app who continues to say, drink plenty of water, and that's it. Drink plenty of water if you're generally healthy and have no restrictions. Even in the summertime, even in the spring and the summertime. If you have restrictions, you have restrictions. You just have restrictions. So be mindful of those restrictions. Abide by that prescription, okay? Because it's just like a prescription. And if you feel the need to have more, talk with your healthcare team. All those people I named earlier, they're your healthcare team. And if they're knowledgeable the way they should be, any one of them can tell you the basics. But I need you to make sure that they're all knowledgeable and are all on the same page when it comes to you and your health and fitness, okay? If one tells you to do something, tell them, hey, okay, I'm gonna do that, but I'm seeing this doctor for whatever. Do you think it's okay? And whether they think it's okay or not, you still run it by the other doctor, the other therapist, the other nurse, the other healthcare team member, right? They're advocates for you, but who's your biggest advocate? You are your biggest advocate when it comes to your health and fitness, whether it be physical, mental, emotional, or spiritual. You are your biggest advocate. Yeah, these birds are beautiful. But the one thing that does get me with the birds is when a whole lot of them get together and flock overhead. You don't want that. You don't want those bird droppings. That's the one thing that gets me nervous about a bunch of birds being together. You get a bunch of birds together, that can be poop fest, okay? So if you see a bunch of birds, go the opposite way. You can't outrun them, but pause for a few seconds, figure out which way they're going, and you go in the opposite direction. At least until they clear the area. Because when you got birds like that, y'all see what they do to cars. They don't discriminate. Many of people have had them to poop on them. So watch the legs move, get up, get out, do 1 hour of cardiovascular aerobic activity a day, or however many days your body will allow, or however many days that you and your healthcare team have come up with. But before starting, restarting, changing, ending any workout regimen, routine, plan, or schedule, remember, consult that healthcare team. Make sure that you guys have open lines of communication, and you make sure that they have open lines of communication between each other, okay? Between each other. Between each other. You are the nucleus, and they are the what? The cell that forms the circle around you, the atom that forms the circle around you. That's what they are, but you are your biggest advocate. And move with the purpose. Move with the purpose. Move with the purpose. Keep moving. Keep moving with a purpose. Whatever your purpose or purposes are, keep moving with intention. With the purpose and with the intention of reaching those goals, meeting that purpose. That was a Hispanic station, but I bet you YouTube would know what it is. So we still mute. We mute no matter what language it's in, okay? No matter what language the music is in, be on the safe side and mute. What's it been? 26 minutes? Okay. I'm going to try to keep it to maybe 30 to 45 minutes today. I love an hour. And of course, I've already exercised for today. But what do I recommend? I encourage an hour a day according to your fitness level. Maybe you need to do 30 minutes. Maybe you need to do 15 minutes. Depends on where you are. Start where you are. The more you do it, the more you'll want to do it. And then you can increase the intensity Add more days to your schedule, your workout schedule, and maybe even make it every day. That's between you and your body, how it feels. Listen to how it feels. Listen to how your body feels. So it's between you, your body, and your healthcare providers. And whatever you can't do, what you can do it a little bit more. If there are things that you would like to do but you can't, then take the things that you can do and do them a little bit more. Okay? Make sure that you're gratified. A lot of times, people don't continue with their workout plan, regimen, schedule, routine, because they're not gratified. Sometimes they get discouraged because they're not seeing the results they would like to see. When you're not seeing the results anymore, you need to change some things up and do something different. Do something different with the same goals in mind and maybe even more goals. But do something different, because when you're not seeing any more improvement, or you just feel like you're kind of stuck and stagnant, that's called you've hit a plateau. You've hit a plateau. You're just stuck. I always say it's like writer's block. You're just kind of stuck. The writer is stuck. He cannot come up with any ideas where he wants the story to go or where she wants the story to go. Exercising can be like that as well. Like you're just kind of stuck. And maybe you've done a couple of different things and you still feel stuck. Sometimes you just need a break. Okay, y'all. We hear some love music going on, so we're going to mute. So remember, plenty of fluids. And if you are on restrictions, stick with the restrictions. If you would like to increase the amount you can have, talk with your doctor. Talk with your healthcare team. Remember, sunscreen. Remember, try to walk when it's not as hot. In the summertime, it seems like it's 100 degrees all day sometimes, but walk during the cooler times of the day. Take advantage of when it rains. Walk right after a nice rain shower, okay? We got track. So we're gonna keep moving, pulling those knees up, up, marching in place. Yeah, marching in place, working those hip flexors, working those knees, working those ankles, that Achilles tendon. And remember, do yourself a favor. Learn to stretch, but when you stretch, make sure that you're stretching properly. Properly. The same way when you exercise and you do your movements. Make sure that you're moving properly, that your movements are proper form. It's key, it's crucial. Proper form prevents injuries. All right? Proper form helps to prevent injuries. Now, not only proper form, but knowing your limits. Knowing your limits. You know what you can and can't do. You know you're not a gymnast. So don't be doing gymnast things. You know you weren't a football player, a soccer player, a basketball player. So when you get out there, just get out there and do you. There are workouts that fits everybody's fitness level. Okay? Remember M&M? We eat M&Ms over here, right? M&M, moderation and modification. Certain foods we need to eat in moderation. You don't necessarily have to be on a particular diet or a specific diet. If you do, to each his own. But just try to make sure that you have things in moderation, especially if you like junk food, all right? You can still have your junk food and not overdo it. If you know you ate a slice of cake today, you might as well just try to make sure you at least burn 500 more calories, okay? Or if that cake was 350 calories, you better try and burn an extra 350 calories. 3,500 is equivalent to a pound, okay? Do it safely. Do it safely. If losing weight is your goal, do it safely. Learn, and everyone, know what your target heart rate should be, okay? For your age and gender. You want to work your body? Work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body. Work your body. Don't overexert your body. Trying to show and prove to people you don't know that you can do this or you can do that or you can keep up with this person or that person and you don't even know that person, right? So listen to how your body feels. Pay attention when it talks to you. And you know the injuries you've had in the past, right? I say in America, most people, not all, maybe not even most. Y'all know how I am about those M words. Many people have had some type of injury that they have to be mindful of when they're doing anything, when they're lifting, picking up boxes, exercising, whatever it is. Sometimes just a turn. It could be the right turn at the wrong time. And you picking something up and you throw out your back. You mess up your wrist. So be mindful, proper form and technique. And it's not just with exercising, it's with any movement that you make throughout the day. You stretching, you're stretching, you're stretching. You know you ain't got no business trying to stretch from the front of that car, your car, all the way to the third seat, the third row of seats, or even the back seat. You're trying to stretch, 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 and reach for that item, and all of a sudden you feel a pull, and you really don't stretch often anyway. Or even if you do stretch often, if you're just doing a little bit too much, something as simple as that can give you problems from here on out. So proper form and proper technique. And when we say proper form, there are some things you'll say, well, she said don't let your knees go over the toes. Some people can do that. But if you're just the everyday Jane, Joe Schmo, and you're just exercising, walking, or whatever, when you're doing those squats, make sure that those knees don't go past those toes. All right? Now, if you can get to that level, more power to you. If we can get to that level, good. But if you don't really have a reason to get to that level, just do an average squat. Do a regular squat, okay? Do a regular squat. Proper form and technique are crucial. Proper form, proper technique are crucial when helping to prevent injuries. Why do all that work and it be for nada? Nothing. None. So sometimes things just happen, right? But don't let it be because you were trying to show out. Don't let it be because you were competing with someone other than yourself. And don't let it be if you were competing with yourself. Honestly, if you know that you're not ready for certain movements, certain exercises, certain things. Compete with the person you are today, you were yesterday, and push yourself to be the person you want to be tomorrow. So that means you should only be competing with who? Self. And that comes with everything, even down to the words that you speak out of your mouth. Okay? Because if people haven't been here and you say it, and all of a sudden, now that's one thing, we do get to know each other's quirks on here. And all of a sudden you start saying it. You haven't been doing it, and all of a sudden you want to do it. It's okay to do it. Work your way to that level, though. Make sure that you meet yourself where you are. Meet yourself where you are. Meet yourself where you are. And don't worry about, look at it as, think of it as steps. One step at a time. Each step you make puts you closer to your goal. Each step you make puts you closer to your purpose. So I don't know, it's what, now 38 minutes. I have to go to my other platform. So I've been trying to cut my hour to like 30 minutes to 45 minutes. 30 to 45 minutes. So since it's 39 minutes, we can probably hit 45 and we'll be good. Because we've already exercised what? Today. I love exercising in the morning before everyone gets up. Before everyone gets up, the house is quiet. It's just you, and it's just me and my bike, me and my elliptical, me or my treadmill, me or my walking pad, me and my free weights, me and my weight machine. It's quiet and it's nice. And we get our cardio in then as well. So we don't focus on steps, right? Some people focus on steps, but we don't focus on steps. We focus on fitness. We don't focus on steps. We focus on fitness. You can do 3,000 steps in 30 minutes. If you're exhausted and feeling crazy as heck when you're done, have you really worked your body or have you hurt your body? Sweating means you're a sweater. You got some people who will work out way harder than you and sweat way less. So sweating just means you're a sweaty person, okay? Now it does mean for some people that they are working hard. And it does mean that you're working, you know? But the amount of sweat, if the amount of sweat is a turn on, something ain't quite right. Something ain't quite right. Something ain't quite right with you. Because who wants to be sticky and sweaty? You want to be sweaty enough just to know that you've done. You want to focus on your intensity. The type of exercises you're doing, the type of workout you're doing, and the intensity as it relates to whatever your goals are. And trust and believe, sweat doesn't make you any closer to your goals. You can sweat a cup of water in an hour. Another person can sweat half a cup. If their intensity was higher, they burned more calories. So now, want to sweat just enough to do what sweat is meant to do. Your body is cooling. Your body has a natural regulator. When you get overheated, sweat is the result of your body cooling itself down. That's it. That's all. Releasing some toxins. But when it comes to your working out, it's just your body cooling itself down. So you do need to sweat. But to think because you look like a drippy pig, that means you've done something more than the person who has a few beads on their face? No. No. You're just sweaty. So learn what things are to be focused on during your workout. Learn what aspects of your workout are to be the focus. If you're focused on your intensity level, improving your endurance, increasing your stamina, improving your overall fitness, you won't give a darn how much you sweated because it's all about the intensity. It's all about your workout and what you're doing. Remember, you want to work your body, but you don't want to hurt your body. Work your body, work your body. Make sure you don't hurt your body. Work your body, work your body. Don't overexert your body. Trick your body, trick your body. So that when you feel like you've hit a plateau, you can continue to work towards your goals. You gotta trick it sometimes. You've got to trick it sometimes. Listen, those birds have been on it. And especially this spring, the birds are on it all the time. They were even chirping during the winter. Not as much, but they were chirping. We love to hear the birds chirp, talk, and sing. We know why the free birds sing. We know why they talk. We know why they chirp. Just as we know why the cage bird does all of that as well. So we're going to hit 45 minutes. Do we want to do a nighttime walk? Y'all know it's usually night when we finish anyway. It's usually night. Here's that cat, y'all. For those that were in here and I saw the cat that I thought was pregnant. Now, either she's not pregnant or she had the kittens. Or she's hiding it. Because that cat looked like she was about to have her litter. Watch the legs move. Look at the legs move. You even got people trying to switch that up some type of way. Y'all, we're all some uncreative ass. And I'm talking about the ones over here, y'all. Not y'all per se, everybody. Those 3 birds know who I'm talking about. 4. Those 4 birds know who I'm talking about. Those 4 big backs know who I'm talking about. Okay, I'm being nosy. Trying to see something. There's something to see and I'm trying to see it. Don't you hate when you, whether it's someone like in person or online, I hate to hear someone say, they're so messy or they're so nosy. And they're the ring messy leader or the ring nosy leader. They're the nosiest. And it's always, I just want to know. Want to know why. So you can join in on the BS. That's why we've gotten to that point where we say what? Don't let bothered people bother you. Don't let stressed people stress you out. And if you find yourself in any place, in a lounge, on a platform, in a chat, on a page, anywhere, in the grocery store, at church, at school, at work, if you find yourself in a misery lounge, in any parts of those places, grab your grip and go. GYGAG. Grab your grip and go. And if they come into your space, make them grab their grip and go. GTGAG. Grab their grip and go. Get away from around you. Okay? Because you want your peace. And the most peace you usually find is in an environment with fewer people. You'll find more peace that way. So we're going to keep moving, keep lifting those legs, walk in place, march in place. Get up and walk, run, jog, skip, hop, box, go swimming. If you can, go hiking, mountain climbing. Grab your kids, grab your nieces and nephews, grab the neighbors' kids, grab the neighbors. Start a game of touch football, basketball, soccer. Hey, North Carolina, South Carolina, both of them. The El Dorado, Colorado. Grab them. Badminton, play some tennis, dance. Get up and dance in your living room, your bedroom. Walk around your home. Too hot, too cold outside? Walk around the biggest room of your home and do laps. Now that is a situation where your steps will matter because at least you'll know your distance and steps will matter. Walk around the outside of your home, the perimeter of the outside. Hold on, y'all. Motorcycle. My neighbor is going to work and he says that he is saving gas. He told me he is saving gas because the gas is okay. Hey, it could always be cheaper, but it's okay right now. But he has gotten so used to riding his motorcycle. He's been riding his motorcycle more still, more so than driving. So yes, all of those things I just named, what, about 12 things? Didn't even say get on your bike and ride around the neighborhood. Get on your bike, take it to the park. Ride a couple around around the neighborhood, few blocks, up and down the street in front of your house. Like I said, the perimeter of the outside of your house or your apartment complex. The inside of your house, if it's raining, if it's too cold. That walking pad, treadmill, bicycle, your stationary bicycle. His motorcycle is in the far distance and I still hear it. Your mini step. The mini stepper, I love her for sometimes a good warm up because it's harder, which is a good thing. It's gonna make you, it's not gonna make a big difference on how many calories you burn unless you're just gonna stay on there. But it's great for a warm up because it's, I don't really like it for cardio. I do love it for a warm up and I love it for toning. Remember ladies, it's spring, it's summertime, we wanna tone. You wanna tone those muscles. Get stronger. The stronger your muscles are, the more you'll be able to do your cardiovascular aerobic activities. Your heart is the most important muscle in your body. It is a pump. It pumps your blood through the circulatory system, helps to move the lymph through the lymphatic system. You know, you have that oxygen CO2 exchange when the blood leaves, goes from the heart to the lungs, gets reoxygenated in the lungs and comes back out during those inhalations and exhalations, right? So make sure that throughout the day, maybe 3 to 5 times throughout the day, take you 3 to 5 deep breaths in and out. In and out. Deep breath in. Pull in that oxygen, that O2. Pull, 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 pull. And out. Exhale. Release that CO2 and other waste. Allow your heart and your lungs to help you filter out that waste. Okay? So, you want to be able to do your cardio longer. So make sure that you get that weight resistance exercise in. Start where you are. If you don't do it now, start with a day or two out of the week. Upper body one day, lower body one day. Then pick it up and do maybe Tuesday, Thursday, 2 days, or Monday, Wednesday. then 3 to 4 days. Make that. And if you just want to stick with 2 days, that's cool too. A lot of people just to remain toned. See, some of us it's in the genetics, right? Some of us are already just toned and that body is bodying anyway. Some people are they just got good bodies. Hold on, y'all. Some people are just genetically inclined to look good, okay? Their bodies look good. They don't have to do much. And so if you're already just kind of toned and nicely shaped, nicely built anyway, maybe 1 or 2 days of resistance weight training can keep you that way. If you're not, get you a day or two in, maybe 2 full body days or upper body one day, lower body one day, and try to get up to at least like maybe 3 to 4 days. Of course, don't do any of that until you have what? Consulted your primary healthcare team. That's what you do. That's what you do. Okay? Because you want to feel good. If you feel good, look, stop worrying about looking good all the time. Okay? If you feel good, you're going to eventually what? Look good. Hey, Joyelle. Well, hello, my sis in chat. I miss you all. Come on, genetically. Yeah, come on. Some people are just Joyelle. Where you been? We missed you too. Azra was in here early. Now, ain't that funny? We're going to pull a J-Lo. Ain't that funny? Azra was in here earlier. And Azra loves some Joyelle. I emailed you too, sis. Did you get the email? I was just checking on you. That's Joyelle is, y'all. On my mama. On my hood. I look fly. I look good. Joyelle, don't make us do it in the street now. Don't make us do it in the street. We'll let them know. We'll let them know in the streets. On my mama. On my, look, you got to get daddy some props too. On my mama. On my daddy. Because them mamas be looking good. Them daddies be looking good too now. We can't miss, listen. These daddies be looking good now. You see the son or you see the daughter, then the mama comes out. You like, oh, wait, hold on. Wait. The daddy comes out. You like, oh, and don't let the mom and daddy be single. You be like, dang, I met him before I met the daddy. Maybe I should have met the daddy. Me and y'all be like that too. Oh, I should have met moms first. Since I have been working on my mental health, good, and working out every day, I'm down 66 pounds naturally. Come on, Joyelle. I feel so good and so much. Joyelle, I know you do feel good. Joyelle, congratulations, Joyelle, down 66 pounds. And you feel good and so much. I'm telling, see? Work good. Okay? Work good. Work good. Work good. Eat good. Do good. Work good. Feel good. And you will play good. Shout out to Coach Prime. Shout out to Coach Prime. At the end of the day, if you do all those other goods, you're going to get paid good. You're going to get paid good. Oh, let's see. It's a police car up here. He's just sitting. Ain't that something, y'all, how they can just do whatever they want to do? Yes, ma'am. Thank you, beloved. I eat so much cleaner and healthier. I don't even desire to go back. See? Good job. Good job. Good job. That's what it's about. That's what it's about, Joyelle. I know. I was like, what? How's Joyelle doing? I sent the email, but girl, you know how I'm so bad about checking my emails. So I checked it a little bit after I sent it, and I didn't see one back. So I was like, I was hoping everything was okay and everything was good. So it's good to know you've been on your health journey, your health and fitness journey. Your physical health, your mental health, your overall fitness journey. And that's what it's all about. My anxiety has been through the roof, but God, but God. Those two key words, but God. But God. I'm so glad. I'm so glad you came in here today. And take your time. Because let me tell you something, Joyelle. Some people act like they cannot go without, I gotta drop a video. I gotta do a short. I gotta do a live. They act like they cannot. And I'm like, you married? Or you got a mate? You got a partner? You got a man? You got a woman? You got kids? You got nieces and nephews? What some people's parents be getting their groove on. You know what I'm saying? But then they steady looking on social media, looking on YouTube, looking on Facebook, looking on Instagram, looking on TikTok. Hell, they be on TikTok so much, their YouTube videos got the TikTok logo, vice versa. Facebook. And then swear up and down that they be doing more than just being online. And then, it's well, you wouldn't know if you wouldn't see me. Let me tell you something, baby. I get my sleep. And when I go on and wind down for the night, I see you. When I wake up and get going and get started and get to work and get my first break and look at the phone, if I'm working the next day, I see you. And I see that you've been in every live from before I went to sleep, during the time I was asleep, and you up now. Get you some sleep. Get you some rest. Take a vacation. So yeah, there is a way for someone to know if you're on here all the time without it meaning that they're on here all the time. You go to sleep and you see a live that was done 3 hours ago, and 3 hours ago it was 2 in the morning, it's 5, and you get up for the day. And you see that same person in that 2 o'clock hour in their live that you saw at 8, 9 o'clock before you went to bed. If you just check your phone just to see if you get up and go use the restroom at 12 o'clock, they left a comment somewhere. You looking like, babe, it make you don't even leave one. It makes you not even want to leave one. And then that's what makes me realize, okay, when you ask a person, or when you say to a person, you wouldn't know I was there if you wasn't there yourself. Oh, yes, the hell they would. Because if they went to bed and you were still dabbling around, and then they wake up 6, 7, 8 hours later, and during that whole 6, 7, 8 hour time, you leaving comments here, there, everywhere, you dabbling in it live, then you've been up all day and all night. And then throughout the day, when most people are on social media, certain people still up. The same ones that was on live or in chats and modding or just in the chat when you was asleep. 5 o'clock in the morning, they was doing the same thing they doing at 5 o'clock in the evening. 2 o'clock in the morning, and you got your sleep. So yeah, there is a way for somebody to know without them actually being there. Because they can go back and they can read. You know what I'm saying? They can read the comments. Crazy ass crazy ass yard chicken. As my aunt would say, yeah. Joyelle, exactly. Oh, crazy ass yard chicken. Exactly. And then the first thing they say, I don't be on here. I got a life now. Okay. And then that wouldn't be so bad. Especially if you done tried to ruffle my feathers, and I see this is why she's like what she is. There's nothing to do at home. This is why he is the way he is. There's nothing to do at home. That's why, Joyelle, I've been saying, I don't know if you was here, I don't motivate nobody no more, okay? Motivate your damn self. I motivate kids and young adults. And as an adult, that's what everybody's goal should be, is to motivate kids and young adults. Now, don't get me wrong. I motivate adults who know me, who love me, who have faith in me, who I have faith in and I love. And I can literally pick the phone up at 2 in the morning and call them, or we can go out to eat dinner. I motivate those people. I receive motivation from those people. Because these people you don't know. And just because you've had interaction for 2, 3 years online, whew, listen, what that chicken is, what your auntie said? A crazy ass y'all chicken. A damn bird. A bird. Know them knees and foot. Gee, I'm about to get off of here. Gee, I'm so glad you came on here though. Mad Dog was in here yesterday. Yeah, Mad Dog was in here yesterday. So I'm so glad you're doing good. You know, praying for you and your mom and your whole family. Okay. Like I said, it's like you don't know people on here, whether you see a picture or not. There are people who I've never seen their picture. I don't care to see their picture. I just see their avatar. But they act like they have more sense than the ones who you can see. Okay? They act, okay? Some of the ones you can see, baby, they too clingy for me. They too clingy. They too clingy for me. You can't move. Like I put on my community wall the other day. Some people, if they could, they would take your fart and put it in a bag and say it was theirs. She ate chicken. I can say I ate some chicken. Joya says, I truly appreciate the love, prayers, and support. Says, you're welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. We all need true, authentic support and love, you know. And when I say that, I know I be talking a lot. It's really, when I be talking about birds, girl, it's only about 3 or 4 of them I be talking about for real. A lot of people on here are really genuinely good people. We're all gonna have some of the same ideas, some of the same thoughts. But when you see somebody seem like they damn near pulling stuff out of your mouth, it kind of makes you, you get disgruntled. So the way to keep me from getting mad about certain stuff that's online, I act petty. They be acting petty. Their actions are petty. So I have petty actions. And really, honestly, it's not even petty. Just silly. You know how they say you have to laugh to keep from crying? Well, sometimes you have to laugh to keep from cussing the mofo out. Sometimes you have to laugh to keep from getting mad, getting your blood pressure up. Because remember, bothered people bother people. And when people do things that they know irritate you and bother you, 9 times out of 10, that husband, their wife, those kids, the parents, somebody irritating the hell out of them at home. Okay, Joya, they can tell you about some. Okay, Joya. And that's why I'm like, the app ain't even serious enough for me, for folks, the FAFO. It ain't even serious enough. So you have to give yourself a break. That's why I say the ones that you go to bed, they was in a live, leaving a comment, you wake up, throughout the 6 to 8 hours you were asleep, they were doing the same thing, and you getting up. Yeah, you see it, but you see it after the fact. So that's how I know. Okay, that's how I know. That's how a lot of people know. A lot of people don't stay on this thing, like all day, all night, 25/8. Not even 25/7, 24/7, 25/8, 25/8. Just be there. And then first thing be out their mouth, I got a life. I do more than this. Oh, okay. Honey, they are operating. Come on, Joya, chaos and confusion. And that's why every time, even when I get petty, I always end my life with peace, positivity, and prosperity. Because yes, I can be peaceful and still call your chaotic ass out, okay? Because we know without peace, there's chaos. Without positivity, there's negativity. And wherever those two live in Rome, we fail to prosper to our fullest potential. So I'm trying my best to prosper to my fullest potential. I want each and every person that comes across this live, the replay, or who never sees it, to prosper to their fullest potential. That's what it should be about. Joya, hold on. Joya. God. Joya. I can't even repeat it because you know how they be doing. Girl, they got strict. They done got strict on here. And what I can't believe, sis, is that a lot of stuff people be saying is still off the chain. And they ain't doing that to them. But something like that right there right there. Uh you doing so and so with the community guidelines. I be like, how y'all deciphering what folks talk about? My goodness. How y'all deciphering? And then you got other folks that's plumb clean cussing folks out. They don't get no community nothing. They don't get no nothing. No nothing. Well, thank you again, sis. Again, I emailed you, so I hope you get it. If you didn't get it, you know now, so it don't matter. But come on back. I'm gonna probably, what's tomorrow? Thursday? I'll go live tomorrow, if not tomorrow, Friday. About the same time, about 8 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Joyelle says, honey, my mama would blame it on one person. Okay, okay, one person. I know that's right. I know that's right, Joyelle. Girl. But I'm about to get out of here, sis. I will check it, sis. Okay, love you too, sis. And I will see you on the next Let's Walk and Talk Live in Lions Pride. Joyelle said, I love you. Oh, love you too, sis. Love you too. And tell mama we said we love her. And y'all be good. Bye, y'all.